Choir, just sing as so that you have some pizzazz, so that you can be all that jazz about the presence and of the living God that is within you. This is your rocking DJ, born in D.C. but raised in L.A. to say, hey, 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 who loves you, baby? It's the presence of God within us all that allows us to fly and never fall. I welcome you today in a very powerful, powerful way. You've heard the sacred sounds of the sound of Agape today, and it is resounding within you, your bloodstream. It's resounding within you, your bones, which are your tuning forks. It's resounding within you, your intentionality, which allows you to be in tune with the fundamental harmony of the universe, because the power and the presence, the love, the intelligence of God is everywhere, never compromising its nature, always being itself, always working on behalf of itself, which includes you, for you are its emanation. So as we are embracing and have embraced the theme of this month, which is limitless living, the only way to fly, we've come to an understanding that we are illimitable beings, and that the only limits that we have are self-imposed. The only ceilings that we have are self-imposed. Through belief and thought and opinion and perception and positionality and points of view, we have inadvertently placed limitations upon ourselves, even though somewhere within us there is a spark of remembrance that we are cosmic beings. And even before we were cosmic beings, we are emanations of the power and the presence and the love of God with no limitation whatsoever. So a part of our spiritual practice is to feel into the feeling tone of all of our needs being met. Feel into the feeling tone, as we talked about last week, that everything is working together for our good. Feel into the feeling tone that life is for us, that we are safe and secure. Feeling into the feeling tone that we are loved and supported. And stabilize that feeling tone regardless of physical evidence to the contrary, until the normalization of that feeling tone becomes where we live. And then we're leaping into illimitable good, unlimited good, limitless living, flying and levitating, which means that we are above the fray of the phenomenal world. There is the phenomenal world with its vicissitudes, up and down polarity. And then there is the nominal world, which is the presence that is everywhere, that does not go up or down, left or right, because there is no up or down, left or right in the allness of the presence. There is only the isness and the nownness of the Spirit. And as you pray, as you meditate, as you sacredly serve, as you vision, you have openings into this transcendent awareness that becomes the activity of your awareness, and you begin to feel that life is for you. And then you're taking off the inhibitions. You're taking off the limitations. So you're no longer living cowering by circumstances and building excuses as to why you can't be happy. Oh, the economy. Oh, this. Oh, that. You have extracted yourself from the conditioned living, and you've gone into the unconditional presence that always, when you're in alignment with it, makes a way out of no way. Always when you are in alignment with it, even though intellectually you may not know what that way is. My voice went way up. Even though you may not know what that way is, there is something within you that knows. And your role is to get in tune and become in alignment with that which knows within you. So if you carry the feeling tone of it, then that which does know the way, and allows you to say, ultimately, I am the way. Allows you to say, ultimately, I am the truth. I am that dynamic life. It allows you to say with Jesus, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Then you will fly like you have never flown before. And in order to do that, you must begin to release the lies of the mind, the virus of the mind. Lie number one today is that we're waiting for some big thing or some big being, some superhero to come save us, as if humanity is hopeless and helpless. That used to be a part of the New Age teaching. We're more New Thought, Ageless wisdom. But it used to be that we were waiting for some big superhero, some great alien to come to save humanity from the ways of destruction and the ways that we're not taking care of Mother Earth and the oceans and the rivers and the rainforest. We're waiting for some great thing to happen out there, some great being. That is a lie. Humanity is not hopeless. Humanity is not helpless. We have the seed of greatness and power within us, the seed of intelligence within us, and we are to activate that with spiritual practice. So we're not waiting for a Savior to come. We're coming to an understanding that salvation means self-elevation through spiritual practice. So we elevate ourselves into the higher frequency, and then we see the avatars, we see the great angels, we see the archangels, we see all of the sacred servants that have walked the planet for thousands of years, but we are matching the frequency of that, not waiting for them to come down. They're waiting for us to come up. So we're not waiting. Lie number one is we're waiting for some great thing to happen. No, we're waiting for ourselves to wake up. Lie number two. People are saying, we got to go back to the good old days for things to be better. Such stupidity, such ignorance. Have we not understood evolution? Have we not understood unfolding? That we are to unfold into our greatness. There are powers within us untapped. There are resources that we haven't activated. There are technologies on the planet that have been suppressed. So it's not about going backwards. Can you imagine a seed that's bursting into a shoot and bursting into stems saying, I'm scared. I want to go back to be a seed. Let's go back to the old days when I was just a seed. No. The seed bursts from its seedhood and becomes a planthood, becomes a treehood. You see, it grows, it evolves, it unfolds. So there is a lie going around society that we've got to go back, we've got to make something great again. No, greatness is in constantly being ourselves, the next level of our unfolding and touching into the limitless aspect of ourselves and setting it free. That's a lie, that we have to go back. The truth is we have to go forward. The truth is we have to evolve. The truth is we have to become more ourselves, because within the next stage of our unfoldment are the answers to the present dilemmas. The present dilemmas are challenges that are begging us to grow. The present dilemmas are the challenges begging us to become more ourselves. The present dilemmas are the challenges that are saying there's a latent possibility within you that you haven't looked at yet. You have to look at it. You have to embrace it. You have to activate it. You have to say yes to it. That's lie number two. Lie number three, that there's something missing within us and we have to go out and find it. Somebody's got my answer. There's something in me that's missing. I was born without something, and I'm not whole. There's something within me that's missing. No. You are the light that lights up every man, every woman, every they, every them, every emanation of God, every individual. You are the light, the luminosity of brilliance. The same light that was found in the avatars that have walked the planet. You are to let your light so shine that when individuals see you, hear about you, think about you, they're hearing and thinking and saying about the presence of God. There's nothing missing within you. You are to walk in the world as if you are a whole until that becomes the activity of your awareness. Now, I know it is difficult because so many people live from the outside in. From the circumstance and the condition in. The circumstance and the condition are determining their moods. That is life lived backwards, you see. I'm going to let a condition determine the mood that I am in. I'm going to let somebody else out there determine my mood. I say no to that. Don't be a victim. Be a victor. Stand in your awareness that you can hold fast to the very truth of your being, regardless of external circumstances. And then you'll notice one of two things will happen. The circumstances and the conditions will change, or you won't notice them. They'll become void. They'll say, did you hear what they said about you? No. What? You're not even there. It's not your world. You're living somewhere else. Lie 4. The lower frequencies of the mind, worry, doubt, fear, anxiousness, anxiety, resentment, etc. The lie is that those lower frequencies are natural. No, they are not. We may have normalized them, but they're not naturally a part of us, you see. They come from trauma, unresolved healing of trauma that's led to drama, and the iterations of that trauma that have become a part of one's personality, but they are not natural to you. As a matter of fact, worry, doubt, fear are lawless. That's a part of a lawless nature. It's just run amok. It means a lack of self-discipline, a lack of self-inquiry, a lack of a willingness to have dominion over your mental state. So you just become a lawbreaker. You become an outlaw. Your mind is lawless. It's just running hither and yon. Worry, doubt, fear, worry, doubt, fear. Do not break the law. Do not let your mind break the law. Do not be lawless. Come into the sacred law of your being. The law of your being is saying in substance that you are an emanation of the Most High. You are sons and daughters, emanations of the only life that there is. Have some kind of discipline. And what does that look like? It means every single day you have to make up your mind like you make up your bed. Every day. Make up your mind the same way you make up your bed every day. Tuck those corners in. Smooth it out. Every day you make up your mind. You make up your mind that life is for you. You make up your mind that all of your needs are met. You make up your mind that everything is working together for your good. You make up your mind with a level of spiritual discipline like you make up your bed every day. So that as you move into the world, you're in it, but you're of a made-up mind. Your mind is made up. It becomes so made up that you cannot even convince yourself otherwise. You become so made up, your mind becomes so made up that life is good. So made up that life is for you. So made up that you're safe. So made up that your need is met, that even when the sub-personality starts to leak into your awareness, oh no, what about this? What about that? Your mind becomes so made up that your little self cannot convince you otherwise. This. And so when you dissolve the lies, some big thing or some big person is going to come save you. We got to go backwards to the good old days, you see. We have to become aware now. This now, right now, this now, right now, this now, right now, this now, right now, that our need is met. Nothing is missing. Nothing is missing. And don't allow your mind to be lawless. Saddle that baby. Saddle that baby. When it starts to run amok, you can see it. You can see when it's going down the rabbit hole. You can see it. Just look. What are you doing? No, we're not doing that today. We're going to stay right here. Power, presence, love of God is right here. All needs met right here. I'm divinely whole and healthy right here and right now. And the anxiousness and the anxiety and the worry, which is based on a worst case scenario of the future, based on present conditions, have no power over me. I'm staying right here in this space until this space reveals itself as a way out of what appears to my mentality right now as a no way. I'm going to stay right here. I'm going to come into self-elevation through my spiritual practice. So I begin to fly with my unlimited nature. Now, heretofore, that might be a little bit far-reaching for many of you. Limitless nature. Ooh, I just want my rent paid. I don't want all that. I just want to get out of debt. Those are the added things. Those are blessings that come along the way. I need you to begin to think of yourself as a limitless being. Just try it on. Just take it on for a while every day. I'm limitless. Yes, there are circumstances. Yes, there are conditions. Yes, there are people and their stupidities. Yes, I'm not denying that does not exist in time and space. But you do not have to vibrate with it. You step up and you try this on. Limitless. I am limitless. This is the day. Not going back in the past. This is the day. Miracles are happening now too. Everybody's looking at 2,000 years ago. Now is the appointed hour. Now. I'm a limitless being. I remember the story I used to tell back in the day, true story, of one of our practitioners, Shakti Devi. I'll say her name because she's told the story. And she has other names as well. It was during a time in her life where she was not employed. Money wasn't circulating as it normally was. And she decided to go down to Rodeo Road. Not rodeo, but rodeo. To do a little window shopping to expand her consciousness. And she was looking at all the beautiful items and the beautiful dresses and shoes and purses and, and she saw one particular outfit in the window, and the sales lady said, "Why don't you come on in and try it on?" And she knew she didn't really have the financial wherewithal in that instant to buy such an item. And she said, No. And the lady said, "Well, nothing can hurt just to try it on." So she goes and tries it on. She, gets the dress on. She gets the accoutrements with it, the purse, shoes, and she's looking good. And at that precise moment, the late, great Flip Wilson looks in and sees her and says, "Oh, you look so good. I'm buying that for you." He whipped out his credit card and bought it for her simply because she just tried it on. I want you to try on. I'm a limitless being. I want you to try on the feeling tone of all of my needs are met. Even though you can't see it right now physically. I want you to try on the feeling tone that life is for me. I want you to try on the feeling tone that I am safe and secure. I want you to try on the feeling tone that love and support is surrounding me. Just try it on. And watch if the universe doesn't send a Flip Wilson into your environment. Called by what another name? Woo! Because you tried that frequency on, blessings are happening in your life. Because you tried that frequency on, the bonus round, you have won it. Your needs are met. I didn't even know how I got out of that. How did that happen? It was already done in the mind of God. You just became vibrationally aligned with it, and it began to visible and began to manifest in your life because you said yes and gave yourself permission to be the illimitable, unlimited being that you are, and you are appointed to be. You're not going backwards. We are, as a species, unfolding to the next great quantum leap into reality, but we have to feel it. We have to call it forth. We have to articulate it. We have to say yes to it. Can you imagine humanity waking up to its glorious nature? I mean, just imagine that for a moment. wake up together. The feeling tone of all needs met. Immature competition dissolves. Barriers and borders forcefully drawn by men, keeping us separate based on nationality, dissolving. No one's an immigrant. We're all world citizens, heir to the kingdom and kingdom of God, collaborating together to build a beloved community on this planet. Someone has to see it, imagine it, articulate it, call it forth, or we will continue to be run by the present paradigm that's suppressing the next great level of human emergence and using the media to keep you small and afraid. Imagine a world that works for the highest and best within us all, the kingdom of God on earth, the government upon the shoulders of the Christ that is within us. We imagine it, we articulate it, we speak from it, we act from it. And then like the walls of Jericho, our supreme affirmation becomes so intense that the present paradigm and its suppression dissolves. And lo and behold, heaven, sharing, circulation, collaboration, love, honor, and respect for each other. And we don't go out with the false dignity of humanity. We go out as ambassadors of God. Just see it in your own way. Now, limitless living, the only way to fly. The lies that we must release so that we can know the truth that makes us free. And what is that truth? It's the truth of our being. That is the truth of our being. My life is hid with Christ in God. My life is hid with the expanded Buddha field. My life is hid with truth, vibrational frequency of love and the beauty and intelligence. Try it on. Love and beauty and intelligence. No more mind being lawless, but through self-discipline, I will grant ye perfect peace whose mind is stayed on thee. The eye is single, the body shall be full of light. As Maya Angelou said, now we know why the caged bird sings. There's an innate freedom call within us. Say with me, if you will, wherever you are on this globe right now, just say, I am free. I am spiritually liberated. Where I used to be blind, now I see. I'm awakening every day to the glory of God within me. All of my needs are met. Everything is working together for my good. I feel it in my bones. I'm in alignment with the truth of my being. And all of this is happening right now. Woo-wee. Your turn. Oh, let us feel into this prayerfully now. You'll have a smile on your face, so already you're making yourself just a little bit younger. That is your body temple, because your soul is eternal, immortal, and timeless. But your body temple is now becoming youthful because of the smile that you placed on your face. Your immune system is becoming more balanced and more powerful because of the smile that you placed on your face. So we close the outer eyes now. We begin to align with the vibrational frequency of such gratitude and such thanksgiving that if we've ever been grateful at any time in our life, we magnify that gratitude now. We just allow ourselves to run amok with thanksgiving. Just run amok with gratitude. The mind might be saying, I don't know if I can be that grateful because I don't have that much to be grateful for, and you don't know the problems that I'm having and the issues that I'm facing. Just bypass, let's transcend that for a moment and just allow for your mind to run amok with thanksgiving. I'm so grateful, so thankful. I'm so grateful, I'm so thankful, I'm so grateful, I'm so thankful, I'm so appreciative. That's the great recognition factor is activated within us all. We recognize the presence. We recognize the presence everywhere, 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 everywhere. God is everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. We see it. Our heart sees it. Woo! And feeling into this oneness with the presence. Oh, we don't limit ourselves. We can unabashedly and without fear say, I'm one with God. We're not blaspheming God by saying we're one with God. No. The only way we can blaspheme God, if we could blaspheme God, would be to limit God. But we're not limiting God. We're magnifying the Lord. No limitation. We're magnifying the Lord. The great law of life, our mind is not lawless anymore. One with God, one with God, one with God. One with love, one with love, one with love, one with peace, one with joy, one with abundance, one with wholeness. And in this consciousness of oneness, oh my God, the word is spoken. Now, the word is perpetually being spoken. Let there be light. Let there be love. Let there be intelligence. Let there be order. Let there be harmony. Let there be beauty. Let there be abundance. Let it be everywhere. We're in tune with the word of God. We're not stepping it down. We're magnifying. Let there be life moving through us right now. That every organ, every action, every function of our being always now revealing wholeness. Let yourself be healed right now. I know there's diagnosis and I know there's prognosis happening, but remember, the doctor can give you a diagnosis, but the prognosis is between you and God. God says, let there be light and love and beauty and wholeness and life. You say it. Let there be life moving through my body temple right now. Every organ and every function and activity of the body, the mental body, the emotional body, the physical body, the financial body, the body of our affairs, our relationships. Let there be light. Let there be love and beauty now. Let there be, let there be, let there be, let there be. Oh. Now this word is also a law of elimination to anything that would block, hinder, delay, or deny the fulfilling spirit from fulfilling itself through and as us. Any lies that we've been snagged by, the lie of scarcity, the lie of separation, The lie of separation is the foundational lie that carries with it the belief in scarcity and the belief that carries people into the dungeon of unforgiveness and gossip and hate and stealing and resentment and plundering and colonization. When we come out of those lies, we're one in God. We're one in God. We're one in God. Ooh, feel it in your bones, please. Give yourself the good feeling. Allow the feeling to take over. Help them. Help them feel it.
We are creators. We are the pages of our world. We are creators. And we decide what goes. We are creators. We are the painters of our world. We are creators, and we decide what goes. We're gonna raise our hands and lift our voice. We hear our sound, we'll make some noise. We'll raise our hands and lift our voice. They'll hear our sound, we're gonna make some noise. 'Cause we are creators. We are the painters of our world. We are creators, and we decide what goes.
We are creators, shot from the eternal, with the capacity to think independent of circumstance, and let something new, unprecedented, occur in our life and in the life of humanity. We embrace ourselves in this dynamic truth of our being, and now we become blessings.